Hello everyone and welcome to the SKF Tech and Innovation Summit. I am Renato Neves and I'm thrilled to be back as your host for this exciting event. It's wonderful to see so many of you joining us once again as we explore how SKF is turning motion into meaning across different industries. Since our last summit in June, we have been busy driving innovation to meet the evolving needs of our customers. We showcase our commitment to a greener rail industry at InnoTrans in Berlin. Sustainability and efficiency were on full display, with advanced bearing solutions setting up a new standard in rail engineering. And there was AMB in Stuttgart, a major event for the machine tool industry, where we connected with partners and spotlighted our latest technologies to empower our customers to meet their productivity needs. Today's summit is another opportunity to showcase real-world applications and share success stories. But most of all, it is a chance for us to share how SKF is driving sustainability for our customers across the industries through intelligent and clean solutions. So let's go into it. So joining me today for the summit is Rickard Gustafsson, President and CEO of SKF, and Annika Holm, CTO and Senior Vice President of Technology Development. A warm welcome to both of you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
How are you today? I really want to jump into the presentations, but let me start by asking you that.
Energized, excited. It's great to be back again.
Yeah.
This is the second time we do this, and it's great. It's really to showcase all the good things that we do. It's pretty amazing.
I have to agree. Any time that we get to showcase all the good things we do for our customers, the good things that we can accomplish with technology and innovation is a perfect day for me.
Yeah, that's fantastic to hear. I'm also very energized by this discussion, I need to say. But before we talk more about, go into the presentations of the summit, let's discuss some topics, right? I would say since our last summit, SKF has made great advancements in introducing new solutions to market, right? That both improve performance and efficiency.
Yeah.
But if I may ask you, Rickard,
Sure.
The industries today are facing a pressing demand to do more with less.
Yeah.
So less cost, less waste, and giving a much higher efficiency somehow. So how do you see SKF leading the way in supporting our customers with those challenges?
Primarily by actually living our purpose and executing our strategy. Together, we reimagine rotation for a better tomorrow. That means that we collaborate with our customers to seek new advanced solutions to solve their problems for a better tomorrow. And then we deploy that under our strategic framework that we name Intelligent and Clean, where we're really trying to use technology in a smart way to drive effective solutions that will also help our customers on their sustainability objectives and journeys. So I think by living our purpose and delivering on our strategy, that's our contribution.
Yeah, thank you. I need to say that I love that, right? Because it's a combination of technology and really walking the talk, creating solutions for people and the planet somehow.
Yeah.
So thanks for that, Rickard. And Annika, as CTO, how do you envision the different technology innovations supporting our purpose? And is there anything specifically that would like to share with us today?
There's one thing that I think is very, very current, that we're doing now that I would like to mention. And it's, from a sustainability perspective, really a big leap for us. And it's the SKF Infineon brand that we are releasing. And Infineon, that means that we will be able to reuse, remanufacture our products, our bearings. And that means something to our customers, but also to the planet for a better tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let's hear from Mark Verbakel, one of our lead innovators behind our intelligent sensor systems for bearings. Mark will be sharing how intelligent sensor technology transforms mechanical motion into valuable real-time insights, optimizing performance in heavy machinery. Over to you, Mark.
Thanks, Renato. And of course, to Annika and Rickard too. Welcome everyone, once again, to the SKF Tech and Innovation Summit. My name is Mark Verbakel. It's an honor to kick off today. We've got an exciting lineup, and I'm thrilled to start with a look at how SKF Insight sensor bearings are transforming industrial operations. Industries face relentless demands. I'm sure you'll find this a reoccurring theme today. Take mining and mineral processing, for example. Here, operators contend with maintaining a stable production flow, massive equipment, and the ever-present risk of unplanned shutdowns. To avoid interruptions, operators stay on the safe side by not utilizing equipment to its full potential. But what if your machine has the intelligence to safely operate closer to that full potential? Look here, massive grinding mills at work in mining facilities. Critical, yet often underutilized. Our SKF Insight sensor bearing technology has been developed over a number of years to help operators push these machines to their full potential with precision. By measuring the filling rate derived in real time from loads on the bearing, operators avoid under or overfilling, thereby achieving higher productivity with the potential for lower energy consumption per ton produced. The key in this application is how we measure. Our sensor technology is embedded directly within the bearing, capturing data on load, speed, temperature, and vibration. This real-time data gives operators full control over machine performance, pushing boundaries and increasing productivity without crossing dangerous limits. But first of all, you might be wondering how the technology actually works. Think of fiber optic sensors as the optical equivalent of an electronic strain gauge, but with a key advantage. At the heart of this sensing technology is something called fiber Bragg gratings, or FBGs for short. They essentially act like tiny mirrors inside the solid glass fiber. As light is sent into the fiber, these FBGs reflect specific portions of the light back. Now, when the FBG is subjected to changes in strain or temperature, the reflected light changes slightly. And this change is the key to how we capture precise data on things like load and temperature in real time. What's amazing is that a single fiber wrapped around the bearing ring can have more than 10 of these FBGs, each reflecting its part of the light spectrum, allowing us to measure at multiple points simultaneously. In other words, this results in a highly capable yet compact sensing solution. This is what makes our SKF Insight sensor bearing technology unique. So what does all this mean in practice? Well, for one of our key applications in mining, this technology has been revolutionary. By monitoring load in real time, operators of grinding mills can now run their machines much closer to their full potential. In fact, it's led to a 20% increase in fill rates for one end user, meaning more material is processed with less resources. In such large machinery, 20% is a game changer in terms of productivity and operational efficiency. So a device called an interrogator sends the light into the bearing and analyzes what is reflected back by the FBGs. But that's just the beginning. These components are the hardware, the foundation of the system. But what really sets SKF technology apart is what happens next. How we take this raw data and transform it into meaningful, actionable insights. Behind the scenes, running on a small computer, is our computer algorithm that processes the raw data, leveraging our in-depth knowledge of bearing dynamics and turns it into the real-time measurements of load, temperature, speed, and vibrations. These measurements are then fed to our customer's platform of choice, allowing them to drive better decision-making, improve plant efficiency, and enhance sustainability. You might be wondering how operators actually use this data. The beauty of our system is that all the information is visualized on the customer's own platform using a universal data protocol. So the interface feels familiar and intuitive. making it easy for teams to adopt and optimize quickly. With this data at their fingertips, they can make better, faster decisions that improve both performance and sustainability. Now, let's turn to one of our key customers, LKAB, who have been using this technology in their operations. They've seen firsthand how the integration of our intelligent sensor-bearing product in grinding mills has helped them boost productivity while avoiding downtime. I noticed during that clip, you might have a question, Renato. What would you like to add?
Thanks, Mark. I don't mean to interrupt. But yes, as you know, we worked together on this innovation during the last year. And I'm just curious, how does this technology perform under conditions like those we see in mining and mineral processing operations?
Great question, Renato. Thanks. Our sensors and bearings are designed to thrive in tough conditions. First, the fiber optic sensors themselves are immune to electromagnetic interference, and they can cope with extreme temperatures and vibrations. This makes them incredibly robust, even in the most demanding conditions. The combination of SKF's advanced bearing design and intelligent sensorization allows operators to push machinery to the limits, confident in the accuracy and reliability of the data they're receiving. Let's take a closer look at how this system optimizes machine performance throughout its life cycle. If you thought the technology is just a tool for operation, you'd be mistaken. In fact, it supports every phase of the machine's life cycle, from design and validation to manufacturing and installation, and all the way through to operation, including forecasting remaining life. SKF Insight sensor bearing technology provides the data to enhance performance throughout the machine's life cycle. And this is just the beginning. We are seeing companies from within the mining industry engaging us to optimize their grinding machines and operations using this technology. It's not only about improving performance, but it's also about paving the way for a more sustainable, data-driven industrial operation. And on that note, I would like to thank you for joining me in exploring SKF Insight sensor bearing technology and the impact it's having on industrial process performance. I hope you all agree that this technology is driving us towards a more connected, sustainable, and intelligent future. I'm excited to see what comes next, and I hope you stay tuned for the rest of today's presentations. We've got more to share about how SKF is transforming industries and turning motion into meaning. Enjoy the rest of the summit. Over to you, Renato.
Thank you, Mark, for that fascinating deep dive. I think we can all agree that bearings have always been considered the heart of rotating machinery, but now SKF also makes them the brain. Great job from you and the team. Rickard, sensor bearings are no longer used only in vehicles, but have spread to many other industry applications as well. What emerging industries do you see as the next big adopters of sensor bearing technology, and how can SKF really position itself to lead in these markets?
No, you're right. They are spreading to a number of different industries because they provide some real benefits in terms of boosting performance, enhancing efficiency, or just providing better reliability for maintenance. And some industries that are really picking up is clearly in renewable, where it provides better efficiency in terms of the wind turbine, or in solar panels as they try to position in the best angle towards the sun. And another area, it would be kind of medical, where safety is a key thing, where, these sensor bearings can provide additional value. And for us, how we're trying to play in this industry is really be part and collaborate with the leaders in the industry. And by doing that, we'll find smart solutions that will also reinforce our leading position in the sensor bearing segment.
Yeah, that's great to hear, Rickard. For me, it's always fantastic to see how it's more than just, it's going beyond rotation. The bearing is becoming something more smarter that provides data to our customers as well. Yeah, it's very great. And Annika, I have one for you as well. We have seen now a great example how these insights are pushing machinery productivity to new heights. For the mining industry right now is the example. But how do you believe this technology will change the OEMs are building and designing their machinery in the future?
Well, the beauty of this technology is really that it provides data from the process, so when the applications are in use. But actually, it also gives you data of how you can redesign your machine, your mining equipment, or your machine tool. So that gives the OEMs an opportunity to actually make their designs better, to serve their customers better. With data, and with really this data that comes from inside the bearing, the accurate load, the accurate speed, that gives the opportunity actually to have accurate data to steer your process and to perfect your design.
Next up, we have Sarah Lixel, Director for Hybrid Bearings at SKF. Sarah and her team are working to make this offer more accessible and versatile across industries, addressing modern electrification challenges. Today, she talks about how these innovations are pushing the boundaries of performance, efficiency, and sustainability. Take it away, Sarah.
Thank you, Renato. When you hear the word ceramic, you might think of a pottery wheel or maybe even a delicate vase. But ceramics go far beyond art supplies and kitchenware. Look, think about the tiles that withstand heat in a space shuttle or the industrial bricks that line a furnace. This class of materials, tough enough to endure extreme heat and pressure, is the foundation of SKF hybrid ceramic bearings. At SKF, we're putting these materials to work in a new way. Our hybrid ceramic bearings combine the strength and durability of ceramic components with high-grade steel to deliver efficient and prolonged operations in industrial electric motors, heating, ventilation and air conditioning systems, electric vehicles, and much more. But as you will learn today, ceramic advantages extend way beyond strength. My name is Sarah Lixel, and I'm the Director of Hybrid Bearings at SKF Group. I am so pleased to have the opportunity today to spotlight a bearing solution close to my heart. By pushing the boundaries of traditional materials, we're creating solutions that support industries in becoming more efficient, reliable, and sustainable. So, like I said, these aren't just any ceramic. They are purpose-built for industrial strength. SKF hybrid ceramic bearings have rolling elements made of silicon nitride, a high-performance ceramic with the durability to withstand harsh industrial environments, minimizing the wear that traditional bearings can't avoid. And it's this resilience that keeps machines running longer, helping to lower their maintenance needs and overall costs. But before we dive in properly, let's start from the beginning and look at how the ceramic components of our SKF hybrid ceramic bearings are being produced. Our ceramic component starts as mere powder. Through intense heat and pressure and eventually grinding, they are transformed into one of the toughest bearing elements in the industry. The result? A hybrid ceramic bearing built to tackle the most pressing industrial challenges.
Thank you, Sarah. Very, very interesting. You also mentioned electrification earlier. Can you tell me how do SKF hybrid ceramic bearings also contribute specifically for industrial electrical applications?
Good question, Renato. And as I mentioned earlier, SKF hybrid ceramic bearings offer crucial advantages for modern industrial applications, especially as industries shift towards electrification, but also as new green industries develop and grow as a result of increased sustainability demands. Firstly, our hybrid ceramic bearings solve the issue of electrical erosion, which is a growing threat to equipment causing premature bearing failure. Secondly, it can extend the grease life by up to 8 times, and it also extends the service life of the entire bearings in contaminated environments or under harsh lubrication conditions, which is crucial in, for example, the heat pumps displayed here. And lastly, it enables up to 25% higher operating speeds. And while hybrid designs are about protecting and improving the performance of machinery, electrification, of course, is key in reducing carbon footprints and advancing companies' sustainability efforts.
Thank you, Sarah. Very interesting so far. I need to say that I work with innovation at SKF, and finding that sweet spot between giving good solutions to customers and serving the society at the same time. It's not easy. It's really like the sweet spot that we always look for. I want to ask you about sustainability outcomes as well. Can you tell me, how do SKF hybrid ceramic bearings specifically contribute to more sustainable outcomes?
Yes, well, this is a solution that supports the transition to electrified processes instead of non-renewable ones. It makes it easier and, in fact, more beneficial. That way, it supports our end-user customers in maximizing uptime and reducing wear, ultimately supporting a lower cost of ownership and enabling more efficient operations. And at the end of the day, efficiency equals sustainability. As industries increasingly shift towards electrification, there's sometimes hesitation around investing in high-end engineering components. Hybrid bearings have traditionally been seen as premium options, mainly used in critical applications like aerospace. However, recent advancements in ceramic production have made hybrid bearings actually a lot more accessible and relevant for a wider range of industries. Now, hybrids are evolving to become the new industry standard in many applications, offering consistent long-term performance where it's really needed the most. With enhanced resistance to issues like electrical erosion, harsh operating conditions, SKF hybrid ceramic bearings also support our customers in optimizing their equipment, leading to reduced operational interruption and a boost in machine efficiency.
Fantastic, Sarah. Thanks a lot for that. Let's go back to the benefits you mentioned earlier. Can you tell us a bit more about them?
Yes, of course. SKF hybrid ceramic bearings play a vital role in industrial electric motors, also like those found in electric passenger and racing vehicles, where electrical discharge, if unmanaged, can cause premature bearing failure. And obviously, that's a risk that we are looking to mitigate. The ceramic rolling elements in our hybrids, they act as insulators. And by that we mean that they are protecting against electrical currents that would otherwise damage the bearing surface. And also, due to the lower density and friction coefficient of silicon nitride rolling elements, SKF hybrid ceramic bearings can achieve rotational speeds up to 25% faster, as mentioned before, than standard all-steel bearings. And this speed potential, it not only drives efficiency, but it also enables improved equipment designs, making these bearings an ideal choice for high-speed applications, including machine tools and beyond. Another advantage of SKF hybrid ceramic bearings is their ability to achieve a significantly longer grease life in greased applications. When you use the right high-performing grease, hybrid bearings can deliver up to 8 times longer lubricant life compared to standard SKF all-steel bearings. And the ceramic materials also enables the use of lower viscosity lubricants, which can reduce friction significantly, resulting in fewer maintenance stops, reduced lubricant usage, and ultimately more machine uptime and more environmentally responsible operations. In addition, SKF hybrid ceramic bearings can also withstand poor lubrication conditions, such as very thin oil films or non-standard lubricants, making it vital for many applications in modern heat pumps and chillers, as well as vacuum pumps and air and hydrogen compression. So, as I mentioned earlier, SKF hybrid ceramic bearings have long been regarded as a premium solution, but now as our production methods have advanced, the product has become far more accessible to new industrial applications.
Very good, Sarah. So in summary, very good for customers, very good for society, many different applications right now. So can you tell me a bit more, how do you see the demand for SKF hybrid ceramic bearings in the years to come?
Well, as hybrid continue to become more mainstream, they could even become the new industry standard, as mentioned, an integral part of industrial electrification and sustainability. And I really think the data speaks for itself here, from extended machine uptime to improved reliability and efficiency. Our hybrid ceramic bearings offer a tangible way to meet the demands of a high-performing future. And that is almost it from me. I hope I gave you a little glimpse into how hybrid ceramic bearings represent SKF's commitment to reshaping the future of industries through more intelligent, clean and efficient technology. If you'd like to explore the difference hybrid ceramic bearings can make for your specific operations, I encourage you to connect with us. With our SKF SimPro tool and the SKF Generalized Bearing Life model, we can help you model bearing life and identify the right solutions tailored to your needs. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the future of bearing design, where innovation meets sustainability. I wish you all an inspiring day as you enjoy the rest of the Tech and Innovation Summit. We are just getting started. Back to you, Renato.
Thank you, Sarah. Those are some incredible advancements in hybrid technology. It is impressive to see that SKF is not only meeting, but really anticipating industry needs here. It was great to hear Sarah talking about SKF hybrid ceramic bearings and the tremendous impact it can have in the market. One question to you, Annika. As Sarah said, there has been incredible advancements in hybrid ceramic bearings, but what do you see as the main barriers for wider adoption of hybrid ceramic bearings in the market?
First of all, I see it's really important for us to work with the customers who have these needs across various industries. It's industries like the railway industry, the machine tool industry, aerospace and fluid machinery. They all need these types of solutions. And for us, that means that we have to ensure the performance, but we also have to ensure the operations and that we scale up the operations for cost-efficient and good performance solutions.
Yeah, so it really seems that we are doing the right things when it comes to hybrids. So, Rickard, recently SKF announced investments, plans to do more than double the capacity of producing silicon nitride, which is the main component for hybrid bearings.
Correct.
How does this impact our position in high-growth segments in our intelligent and clean strategy?
Well, it supports our strategy and it also makes sure that we are in the strong and leading position, this exciting new technology. By making sure that we have investments, we can control the entire value chain and make sure that these rolling elements, ceramic rolling elements that are in high demand among our customers, that we can actually provide it to them on time and in the capacity that they need, so we can support them on their growth journeys.
Next up is Ralf Horkheimer. He'll be exploring the innovative taper roller bearing design that improves reliability and helps preventing breakdowns of railway fleets. Also, discover how this supports sustainability for railway industry. Let's jump in.
Thank you, Renato. Thank you for this introduction. Have you ever missed an appointment because your train was cancelled? Really annoying, I know. But think also about the operators. For the operators, it's more than an inconvenience. They have to reschedule all the other trains. They have angry passengers. They even lose money if the train's not running like they should. Wouldn't it be great to have bearing solutions that helps to have a reliable and sustainable operation in the field? I'm Ralf Horkheimer. I'm responsible for all the bearing solutions in SKF railway drive application. I want to show you today our new taper roller bearing assortment for railway gearboxes. This taper roller bearing assortment will set a new standard in performance and sustainability. They can be used even in harsh conditions, and they help the operators to run their trains more efficient. The story is not only about bearings, it's also about going the extra mile. Going the extra mile in innovation. For this new bearings, we developed a new development process based on deep knowledge of the application plus real-life data. Going the extra mile for our customers. We developed a new set of simulation and testing tools, so we can really develop bearings according to customer needs. And innovation in sense of sustainability. So the new bearings, they really help to get energy consumption down. Back of some time, South America customer came to us. And they say, we have failed trains in the field. And this unplanned stop of trains were finally caused by problems with the bearings in the gearbox. So we started to investigate, to check what happened. And after a while, it was quite obvious the main problems were the tracks. The tracks were worn and had a worse condition than anticipated. And with these worn out tracks, we faced vibrations. And these vibrations were transferred through the driveline into the gearbox. And we faced high forces in the gearbox bearings. And the bearings were not designed for that one, so they failed. Like driving a race car on a dirt road. This will not work. So we go the extra mile. Together with the customer, we started to collect data. And with all this data, we combine them and put them in our simulation tools. And we adapted our simulation tools so that we were able to test virtually or in the simulation tools different design options, different ways how the bearing could look like. But we didn't stop here. We developed new test rigs. With these new test rigs, we could test on bearing level if this bearing will withstand damaged track conditions. So we took the most promising bearings out of the step before, and we tested them on the test rigs. And finally, we found very robust solutions for input intermediate shaft. Later on, we took all this knowledge, what we gained through this process for the input in the intermediate shaft, and transferred it over to the output shaft. And this is crucial for us. We should not only look at the bearing that makes problems, we should look at the whole application, the entire application to be optimized. And now we have a range that allows to design more energy efficient and lighter gearboxes. And it's obvious, if we have a more reliable gearbox that can run faster, you have undisturbed operations. And this is what the customer wants. These new bearings, they can handle dynamic loads up to 1.5 times higher than the standard. And we are confident to say we have now one of the most robust bearing assortment for railway gearboxes on the total market. And especially for the output shaft, we have now lighter bearings with reduced friction. We have up to 20% friction reduction in the bearing. That means a gearbox is running more energy efficient. That means the energy consumed is converted to torque. We have more torque out of the energy that is consumed. When you look at this new train developments, trains coming with battery packs now, they can really literally go the extra mile. This also counts for hydrogen fuel cell trains and hybrid locomotive. They can cover longer distances. This innovation you can use all around the world, no matter what engine type your train or locomotive has, or what track condition you face in the field. And it allows you to reduce CO2 on different levels. If you are, as an operator, quite forward, we have solutions. But even if you are starting with looking at CO2, we have also solutions. Because when it comes to sustainability, every step forward counts. So with that new solutions, customers can go the extra mile in designing gearboxes, especially in respect on performance, efficiency, and sustainability. Of course, this was only a short overview about this new development in the innovation. If you want to know more, please contact me directly via LinkedIn or the SKF person you're working with. Thank you so far. And now back to you, Renato.
Thank you very much indeed, Rolf. That was a great example of engineering built to last. So, Rickard, this is a great example of SKF collaborating with rail operators. I'm curious though, as SKF looks ahead, what future opportunities do you see, and how is SKF preparing to leverage its expertise to drive growth in the rail sector?
Right. I do believe that the rail as an industry is fantastically well positioned to take advantage of the need for a more sustainable future. We have a growing population and we have a need of transportation, but those transports, they need to be sustainable, and that's where rail comes in. And how we can support in a number of different ways, but clearly our capabilities provide better comfort for customers, better reliability and safety, and hopefully also enhanced maintenance for the operators. So clearly, we are part of this rather exciting new industry, or growing industry, I should say.
That's fantastic to hear, Rickard. And Annika, last June, we introduced a solution to reduce rail noise that was affecting the different populations around the rail tracks and remotely monitored tracks and train conditions for better reliability and performance. How do you see SKF digitalization and smart technologies supporting the rail sector moving forward?
We have a lot of great products already, intelligent products for the railway sector, and there's more to come. There's a lot of data we can leverage and a lot of intelligent solutions of actually being able to interpret that data into something actionable for the railway operators, so that they are able to prolong their maintenance intervals, so that they can lower the noise for the communities where they run their trains through, and actually also improve their maintenance operations. So all of this means that intelligent solutions are here to stay in the railway industry, and it will bring excellence to the railway industry.
Please welcome, next up in the SKF Tech and Innovation Summit, Vittorio Zanella. Vittorio is the expert on super precision bearings in our new line of high-speed angular contact ball bearings. Vittorio's presentation will show how this ultra-fast series is redefining what's possible for speed and precision. Glad to have you back, Vittorio. You have the floor.
Imagine a factory floor that's quieter, smoother, and more productive than ever before. Machines operating at peak capacity, more in less time. With SKF's ultra-fast series, this vision becomes reality. Today I'm excited to show you how this new bearing series redefine industrial speed and efficiency. Hi, I'm Vittorio Zanella, Global Product Line Manager for Super Precision Bearings at SKF. I'm excited to give you a peek into our ultra-fast series, our latest leap in performance and sustainability. With this technology, we are supporting industries, but even more than that, we are transforming them. These bearings are built for industries that rely on high-speed applications, like machine tool spindles, of course, compressor and electric motors. The ultra-fast series delivers up to 20% higher speed compared to the actual SKF Super Precision Bearing high-speed series. And this is thanks to the optimized internal geometry, an advanced cage design, and an innovative heat treatment granting higher surface hardness that enhance performance under extreme conditions. The increasing speed capability is strongly linked to how the ultra-fast design decreases friction. With 25% less friction, these bearings support higher speeds while running cooler. This means reduced energy use and a quieter, more comfortable working environment. Faster, cooler, and smoother operation transforms the manufacturing space for better productivity. And did you know, these are the bearings used to create better bearings. SKF's own manufacturing lines will rely on ultra-fast bearings to meet high precision and high productivity demands, truly showcasing SKF confidence in this technology. Another plus side to reducing friction is that the new bearings can operate such high speeds with less need for cooling. In some cases, oil and air lubricated bearings could be replaced with grease lubricated ones. So, with no energy use for compressed air, the new ultra-fast series can support SKF's and customers' sustainability goals and cut operating costs too. To put this into perspective, let's use a car analogy. If you need a dependable, everyday car, you choose something safe and steady, like a sedan. For high speed, maybe a sports car. But if you want to break the land speed record, every detail matters. The power, aerodynamics, the friction in every component. That's where SKF's ultra-fast series shines. These bearings are designed to push limits, just like a speed record breaking machine, by optimizing every detail to support extreme performances. This is where SKF supports you as a partner too. Our teams want to assist your decision-making throughout your selection process and beyond. And we even have some tools to help you. To make the most of these bearings, SKF offers the Simpro suite of digital tools. These free-of-charge calculation software solutions enable detailed modeling of super precision bearings arrangements and could offer the unique possibility to calculate bearings life with reference to both surface and subsurface effects, thanks to the embedded SKF proprietary generalized bearing life method developed by our scientists. This helps operator calculate bearing life and design applications for optimal performance, keeping every process aligned with SKF's commitment to intelligent and clean operation. Our commitment is going even further with our new super precision bearing state-of-the-art facility in Airasca, Italy. This factory integrates precision automation to ensure every super precision bearing, including of course the ultra-fast series, meets top standard in performance and reliability. Opening in 2025, it will be lean, clean, and digital. Solar power, heat pumps, and circular use of oil through our Recondoil system make it clean. A fully automated, highly efficient manufacturing flow without manual processing make it lean. Full implementation of data matrix codes gives every bearing a digital identity, making it traceable through every stage of its life. So, thank you all very much for your attention. I hope you have learned something about our ultra-fast series, as well as got a glimpse at the potentially quieter and more productive facilities of the future. Enjoy the last few sessions today and feel free to reach out at any time if you want to know more. Back to you now, Renato. Thanks again.
Thank you, Vittorio. That's some cutting-edge work on speed and precision. So, Rickard, with the increase in demand for precision in the machine tool industry, what is SKF doing to revolutionize the offers?
Well, we have a new portfolio of super precision bearings that really challenge the boundaries when it comes to speed, performance, power density, and also customization. And by leveraging these capabilities, we will support our customers to drive and fuel growth.
And in June, we actually
You're right.
in June we released the Extreme platform, which allows us for the customers that do have extreme precision demands that we can work with them with our super precision products and create the best solution. And now we continue and we do the ultra fast solution. And that really caters to the customers which has high speed demands. And this is part of the portfolio, as you mentioned, moving forward.
Yeah, thank you both. I mean, it's really the customer centricity part is very clear when we're speaking about that. So we're working with customers to really understand their needs and create solutions.
Correct.
Annika, how is SKF preparing to address the evolving requirements of customers?
Well, the evolving requirements are, it's really precision, speed, reliability. And I think all of the new offers that we are bringing out now are addressing all of these different needs that we see for our super precision bearing customers. And of course, the machine tool market here is extremely important for us.
I'm thrilled to introduce you Fredrik Ponson, SKF's expert in magnetic bearing technology. Fredrik will share how SKF's magnetic bearings are setting up new standards for efficiency in HVAC systems, moving our customers much closer to net zero goals. Take it away, Fredrik.
Thank you, Renato. Did you know that building operation accounts for 30% of global energy use?
they are a major source of greenhouse gas emission. To reach net zero targets, emissions from buildings need to fall down by 9% each year until 2030, cutting them in half by the end of the decade. A large share of these emissions come from the HVAC systems, which are responsible for 35 to 40% of a building's energy consumption. If we are serious about sustainable buildings, we need solutions that go beyond incremental improvement. We need a quantum leap. And today, I want to share one with you. My name is Frédéric Ponson, and I'm heading SKF's unit for magnetic mechatronics. Intense R&D is at the core of everything we do. And over decades of research, we have perfected a technology poised to revolutionize energy efficiency in industrial application. The world is getting warmer every year, but sometimes this fact is hard to grasp. When we look at these images from NASA, though, it suddenly becomes very clear. To cope with rising temperature, we rely on climate control technologies in buildings. Ironically, though, this system contributes significantly to global warming. They account for nearly 12% of global carbon emissions. It's a vicious circle of warming and cooling, but there is a way to mitigate the impact in line with net zero targets. We need a solution for the HVAC industries that doesn't just improve efficiency by a few percentage points, but fundamentally transforms it. So we built one. We developed a highly efficient electrical motor that reduces energy consumption and therefore greenhouse gas emission. And we combine it with an active magnetic bearings that will be key for the most intelligent and clean solutions our industry has to offer. Here is how it works.
There is no contact between the rotating and stationary parts of a magnetic bearing. This means zero friction, no mechanical wear, no need for an oil lube system, and it's virtually maintenance-free. As the shaft rotates, proprietary position sensing technology tracks its precise position. A high-speed signal processing system continually adjusts the current flowing to the coil actuators on the stator. This keeps the shaft floating or levitating within the bearing.
So we use magnetic fields to levitate the rotating shaft. This means no friction whatsoever, no wear, no need for oil. Combined with a highly efficient electrical motor, we save more than 30% in CO2 emissions. And there is more. These systems run more quietly and are 50% more compact. How is this possible? Traditional motor and bearing technology reach only 70 to 75% efficiency due to losses in gears, seals, and lubricated bearings. With high-speed electrical motors and active magnetic bearing, we achieve over 95% efficiency. But why do we call this an active magnetic bearing? Because it automatically adapts to its environment. Imagine a jungler keeping objects in constant motion even when disturbed. His eyes, brain, and muscles work together to respond instantly and maintain balance. Our system achieves the same thing with sensor, bearing controller, and electromagnets. The active magnetic bearing continuously monitors the position of the rotating shaft and makes real-time adjustments to handle any disturbances. We've developed specialized algorithms powered by artificial intelligence to analyze and optimize machine behavior and processes in real time. We measure load, temperature, vibration, and speed. The result, near 100% of reliability. This system is designed to last virtually forever, and it drastically reduces energy consumption and greenhouse gas emissions. This is a quantum leap we need. With 20 years of field experience using this technology in HVAC, we are confident that now is the time to accelerate its deployment. we have been working on this technology with leading HVAC companies like Johnson Controls. Each year, centrifugal chillers equipped with SKF magnetic bearings deliver 30% energy savings. And this is just the beginning, as our technology is set for large-scale deployment in HVAC applications across hospitals, universities, warehouses, factories, and data centers. The global HVAC market is growing by 6.8% each year. Now imagine the impact if all these industrial chillers and heat pumps would save 30% on energy each year. And HVAC is just one industry. Think about semiconductors, air blowers, compressors, or machine tools. At SKF, we don't take the promise of net zero lightly. We are committed to helping you in your decarbonization efforts. And this solution is a huge step. If you are more interested to know more about this technology, please reach us on skf.com on my LinkedIn profile. Thank you. And now I hand it over back to Renato.
Thank you for that, Frederick. Magnetic bearings truly seem to be leading us towards a net zero future. Rickard, I would be keen to hear what you think. Magnetic bearings are one of SKF technology growth areas, and I need to say, for me, one of the coolest technologies that SKF has as well.
Cool, I agree.
Pretty cool. What's SKF doing to strengthen its leading position in this?
We're doing a number of things, and we're first and foremost, we invest in our people there that are really the brains behind this whole technology and have done some really remarkable things. But now we're it's about to scale this. In order to support this, we have invested some 50 million Swedish krona in investing in new manufacturing capabilities in Morocco. So that is really, it's time to scale now.
Well, fantastic. Looking forward to that. Annika, magnetic bearings have long been used in the energy sector. How do you see its role increasing in other industries as well?
Well, the needs are increasing both for sustainability reasons, but also for reasons of, looking for zero friction. This is an amazing product and the only one that we have that actually gives zero friction. And I think that's just amazing in itself. So for the aerospace industry, for the transportation industries, this is important. And it will bring not only better energy efficiency, but also better reliability.
Rickard, SKF has recently announced its new circularity framework.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit more about it?
Well, clearly, circularity is all about the customer's need to maximize efficiency and minimize waste. And that's where we see our framework come into play, where we can showcase our commitment to help our customers to reuse things and really provide a support in their sustainability objectives.
Thank you, Rickard. Annika, circularity is a key focus area for SKF. What has been the biggest challenge in applying circular principles in bearing design, and where do you see the main opportunities?
So when it comes to circular design of bearings, there are some things that we have been working really hard on for years, actually, from a technology perspective. Ensuring performance, ensuring reliability of the product. And the exciting part here is actually that when you look at the test results of performance, they look great.
Yeah.
And that's really reassuring. That means that our sustainable solutions are actually also better. So that's pretty amazing. And I think also what we see as that will really tip the scales moving forward. It's material technology, to have the right advanced materials here. But then also looking at advanced manufacturing technologies. We're looking at additive manufacturing technologies that will really enable this revolution, I would say. So more to come on this as well.
Global Manager for Laser Metal Deposition, Marcus, will take us through SKF Infinium, the next generation of bearing designed for circularity, showcasing how multi-material bearings are transforming industries and contributing to a more sustainable future. He will also be joined by Jesper Wang, Head of Powder Technology at SSAB. The stage is yours, Marcus.
Sorry to start off so dramatically, but the situation is urgent. The world stands at a crossroad. We are depleting Earth's resources at an accelerating rate, and the CO2 emissions continue to rise, threatening our planet and our future. We need to take action, and at SKF we will. By shifting towards circularity in our product design, we will make a real impact on the world. So you can too. Hi, my name is Marcus Anderson, and I'm heading the laser metal deposition unit at SKF. We are spearheading a new bearing manufacturing process that will revolutionize the way our industry approaches circularity. For the next generation of bearings, SKF Infinium, we needed to reimagine how we design our products. We wanted to keep bearings in use for as long as possible to achieve a truly circular and sustainable business. So we set ourselves an almost impossible goal. Develop bearings that could withstand the most demanding applications, reduce total cost of ownership, and minimize the CO2 footprint. And I'm proud to announce today, we did it. And to quote Steve Jobs on that one, oh boy, have we patented it. To better understand the breakthrough, let's have a look at the bearing life cycle. Most bearings are made of steel through a resource-intensive steel-making process before reaching the customers. In best case, a scrap-based process, but often ore-based, associated with high CO2 emissions. Today, only a small number of these bearings can be remanufactured. Most of the bearings end up as scrap due to damages on the functional surfaces, even if the damages are very small. Our new approach turned this completely around. It allows us to remanufacture up to 80% of the bearings, expanding the life and reducing waste. But how is that possible? That's where our new SKF Infinium comes in. We manufacture them using an advanced additive manufacturing process called laser metal deposition. It enables us to combine different materials, the bearing body from one material, and adding a high-performance material on the functional surfaces. SKF Infinium excels in two key areas: total cost of ownership and carbon savings. Let's have a closer look. Reusing bearing components is key for a circular economy. So imagine if you could, instead of discarding your old bearings, simply give them a new life. With our new SKF Infinium, that's exactly what we have made possible. We don't replace the bearing, we just replace the functional surface or raceway. This allows us to refurbish each bearing over and over again. A functional surface with superior performance in harsh environments. That means minimal material usage and maximum uptime in production. It also means that with each new bearing life, you reduce your total cost of ownership further and further. This circularity-focused design also dramatically reduces the CO2 footprint. In fact, by avoiding the need to produce new bearings, we can reduce the CO2 emissions by up to 90%. And that means 90% for every life cycle. Imagine the CO2 reduction if we could also double the bearing life cycle, thanks to the superior performance. Think about that for a second. Imagine the impact this could have on your sustainability reporting and how it could help you stay ahead of the carbon taxation requirements. This opens new possibilities for sourcing parts fast, cost-effectively and sustainably. For us, SKF Infinium is not the visionary concept for the future. These bearings have already been proven in some of the toughest industries, like in metal processing at SSAB in Sweden. Here, corrosion and contamination are putting these bearings to the limits. Even in these situations, they perform significantly better than the traditional bearings. That's because we have combined a highly robust stainless steel surface layer with the base ring that is made of a low alloy steel. In this way, we achieve the durability of a full stainless steel bearing. While in fact, bearings the size we target are not even possible to manufacture in stainless steel. So, I need to correct myself. In fact, SKF Infinium exceeds not only two key areas, but three: reusability, carbon savings, and lifespan. But you shouldn't just take my word for it. That's why I invited a special guest today, Jesper Wang, Head of Powder Technology at SSAB. Hi Jesper, great to see you.
Thank you, Marcus. Nice to be here. Yes, just let me get the opportunity to introduce SAB. SAB is a global steel manufacturer, one of the major ones in Europe. SAB is leading the way of low-emission steel manufacturing, and this, of course, applies to the complete value chain of our operations. But also our partners as SKF, who also have made the pledge to create a more sustainable world. This is, of course, a win-win.
SSAB have tested the next generation of bearings, SKF Infinium, for almost 14 months now. So can you please share your experience and the benefits you have seen?
SKF Infinium has proven its concept, and the potential is massive. The technology enables repairs and design for higher functionality. SSAB being a high-strength steel powder producer with an extremely low CO2 footprint, which enables an even lower environmental impact. The sustainability pledge that both SSAB and SKF has done makes this collaboration strong and will make a change in transforming the world.
Of course, our journey has just only begun. We have the proof of concept, we will start industrializing them, we will invest, we will build business models, and we will of course support our customers in making a real impact. So let's drive circularity forward together. And if you have any questions regarding the SKF Infinium, please contact me on LinkedIn. Thank you, and over to you, Renato.
Thank you, Marcus. The vision of a truly circular industry is exciting, and it's inspiring to see how we are enabling it with SKF Infinium. What an impressive journey through our innovation. It's clear that SKF is not only focusing on the needs of today, we are shaping the industries of tomorrow. These innovations are fantastic examples of how we are meeting our customer needs. But before we wrap up this session, let's discuss a bit about the future. So on one question to you, Rickard, what future technologies is SKF focusing on to make sure we continue to grow and remain competitive in the market?
Rather than to pinpoint any particular technology, I rather refer back to where we started, on our purpose. Our commitment to create a better tomorrow through intelligent and clean solutions. That's where we will be. That's where we will invest. That's where our technology team will invest their efforts and energy to really support our customers across a various number of industrial verticals on their intelligent and clean journeys. That's where we will be.
Great. Annika, how are the different technological advancements supporting sustainability, especially now where we see a need of acting now due to the climate change?
When you say that, I have to mention steel. And green steel and net zero steel. That is one major task ahead of us that we have already embarked upon together with suppliers and partners. We're not in this alone. But of course, as a company, we buy about 90% of our direct material is actually steel.
Yeah.
And because of that, we need to really look at how much steel is also impacting the CO2 emissions in the world and how we are a part of that.
Yeah.
And by addressing this together with our customers as well, because they also want these sustainable solutions, we can really move the needle for the world. And that's pretty exciting. Now, moving forward, this summer I held the first bearing in my hand made by hydrogen, directly reduced iron.
Yeah.
And that is one step in that direction, a tangible, hands-on step in that direction. And we will continue on that journey.
Wonderful insights from both of you. Thank you very much for sharing this stage with me today. For me, this summit has been an inspiring look at the power of technology and how SKF is shaping the industries and societies around the world. And to everyone watching, thank you for being with us for the last hour. I encourage you to dive deeper into what we have seen today. Reach out to our team, explore the resources on our website, or get in touch if you want to discuss how SKF can support your business needs. It has been my pleasure to guide you through the SKF Tech and Innovation Summit once again. We hope these sessions spark ideas, and we are looking forward to what the future holds together. Thanks everyone, and enjoy the rest of your day.